next speaker is with the Remembrance Project, the purpose of which is to remind people that there is a cost when you have unlimited illegal immigration, when you continue to allow criminals to cross the border time and time again. Just a few nights ago in Houston, a fellow musician, a bass player, was shot dead at a traffic light on his way home after work by an illegal alien who had already killed another person that day and had been kicked out of the country and then had come back again. And yet people think that this is a great idea. So, ladies and gentlemen, Maria Espinoza Ling.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. It's just such a pleasure to be here with fellow patriots, and it's an honor to be with like-minded individuals. And as we prepare over here with the Stolen Lives Quilt banners, I want to thank Doc Green for inviting me here today. Thank you so much, Doc. And Raging Elephants Radio for giving me the platform to share the Remembrance Project. I also want to thank Pedro Rivera. Thank you, Pedro, for driving clean across Texas, taping and live streaming rallies like this so that others who cannot be here will be able to see and hear what's going on. As Doc said, my name is Maria Espinoza. I'm co-founder and national director of the Remembrance Project. We honor and remember Americans who have been killed by illegal aliens, killed by individuals who should not have been in our country in the first place. One of our main initiatives is called the Stolen Lives Quilt, which is here in the front. Feel free to photograph them and share them on Facebook and let everyone know what is taking place. Fallon, if you would come up. I'm going to tell you just a few stories. I don't want to get too heavy on you. It's something that we deal with every day, but we have to get the message out about our families. I'm just going to go over 3 tragedies here, and you can see how this impacts not only their families, our communities, but our country. Here you have Dr. Mario Gonzalez. He was killed by 4 illegal aliens who ambushed him. They had plans to kidnap his pregnant wife. They shot him several times in the back. The state representative in this district had to petition Governor Perry for a grant to try the 4 illegal aliens. And you, the taxpayer, is paying for all this. Now remember, all this could have been prevented if our current laws were upheld, our Constitution followed, and our public servants serving Americans. Shatavia Anderson, the young little girl here in the middle, she was on her way home and 5 yards from safety, 5 yards from her gate. She was robbed of $7, a little girl's pendant, 1 earring, and she was shot in the back. Joshua Wilkerson from Pearland, Texas. Joshua's parents are like many of us living the American dream, working hard. Mom and dad have a small business. 3 children, they sacrificed. Mom would go home when the children were out of school. She wanted to be there, raising up good kids to put into society. Josh, being a kind-hearted young man, gave Hermelio Morales, an illegal alien from Belize, a ride home one afternoon. Joshua was beaten, tortured, choked, bound, dumped in the field, and set on fire. I often travel, thank you. I travel with the Wilkersons and other family members, and something that Laura said to me, I just can't get over. And picture yourself in her shoes. She says she will always wonder if Joshua heard his phone ringing and her texts when he was being tortured. She was calling him at 1:30 because she didn't get her 1:30 call from her child. That is something that she lives with. The Stolen Lives quilt is going to all states. And why is it important for the quilt to reach all across the country? Because it connects the dots of illegal alien killings in America. For example, connecting the dots, I mean that if a killing takes place in Galveston, a drunk illegal alien kills an American in Galveston, we don't hear about it in Houston. If an illegal alien murders a woman in San Antonio, we don't hear it in Austin. That is connecting the dots and what the media and what these governmental agencies are not doing. They're not telling us. They're not gathering that information. Washington, D.C. is not doing it. Austin is not doing it. People back here don't seem to care. And the cities were sent to have sanctuary city policies like Houston and Austin. They don't seem to care. Now multiply that by thousands all across the country, in every state. This is an epidemic of killings. And the Remembrance Project with the Stolen Lives quilt is bringing that attention so that people do not forget, so our public servants will not forget who they serve and the high cost of illegal immigration. The loss of American lives is changing our country, ladies and gentlemen. It is changing our country. We will never get it back. We will never get Shatavia, Dr. Gonzalez, the Newark kids over here, as known as the Newark Massacre. We have a Cottonwood 4. We know this in what we do. It's a Cottonwood 4. 4 children were killed riding a bus by an illegal alien woman, crashed into their bus. 4 young lives, their dreams, their families' dreams, snuffed out. That simply is not right. And the pathetic excuses that we hear in response to illegal aliens, they're just here to work. We want to keep their families together. They should be reunited with their families. Well, what about our families? Who is going to reunite the families with their loved ones who are 6 feet in the dirt? No, ladies and gentlemen, we will not tolerate and we will not accept this pattern of abuse by public servants. Our motto is not one more stolen life. Not one more stolen life. And we promise to work very hard and continue working very hard and collaborating with groups and patriots like yourselves all across the country in order to give our families a platform. And that is working. The Stolen Lives quilt is working. It is having an impact. How can you turn away from the truth? How can you turn away from right? Recently, we were given the platform with some families, and we went up to Washington, D.C. Last year, we met with the United States Secretary of Homeland Security, Jay Johnson. I pulled out a letter and said, this is what we insist, what our families demand, is you, the Secretary of Homeland Security, to secure the homeland.
Come on.
I signed the letter, gave it to him, and what did he say to me? I am not here to be interrogated by you.
Jackass.
Delivering a message of grief and heartache to our families, and this is what the Secretary of Homeland Security of this country told us. We also met with Attorney General Eric Holder. Ooh, yes. Kent Terry, the brother of Border Patrol agent Brian Terry, asked him for the questions, and he wanted the answers to his questions of the facts surrounding the murder of his brother. The top cop had no answers. Ladies and gentlemen, we also met with Chairman Goodlatte, Trey Gowdy, And our message is no negotiating with non-citizens, no legalization for illegal aliens. Concentrate and place American families as your priority. We will work hard. We will continue to work hard. Our families are uniting all across the country with our directors in other states. We are uniting, but we need your help. We need you to please pray for our families. And they are stepping up. They're gathering themselves. Their shattered hearts are coming up and speaking out. We want to be there for them. So please go on to our website, theremembranceproject.org. That's theremembranceproject.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. I have flyers here. Our information is there. And if you would like a Stone Lives Quilt banner in your town to go take to meetings and town halls and even counter-protest illegal alien rallies, please let me know. We will fundraise and make these. We are 80% self-funded. But no, we are committed. I have a wonderful husband who is 100% backing me up. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Everyone, thank you so much for this opportunity and for this platform. God bless you.
It's good that we don't forget. It's a shame that we have to have a Remembrance Project. But this is because our leaders once again have let us down.